I'd consider toxic if your husband was swinging you by your hair. You know, like Miss Trunchbull on Matilda, when she was swinging that little girl's hair around. Yeah, that was toxic.
Life is what you make it. My shit been amazing. I can't see a way out. I've been stacking face down off canvases I painted. I just spent the rain day on shit I can't afford, but that's the price I pay for the memories I'm making. I've been going places. I've been shaking hands for a chance to really make
Oh,
it.
sorry, I didn't see you then. I'm joking. I don't know why I did that. That's so ridiculous. Okay. Boom, 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 boom. Wagwan, my Jesus. Kibbo here. Welcome to another YouTube video. Boom, boom, boom. Kibbo, yeah. I've been gone for so long. I feel like I'm on drugs sometimes, you know. I'm not. For legal reasons, I'm not. I'm back. Obviously, I've just started college and that, yeah. So obviously, Kaya's just like been a bit offline. And first, before we get into the video, why don't you guys subscribe, leave a like, click the bell. What else do I want you to do? Follow my Instagram and my TikTok and my Snapchat and follow everything. Do it all, guys. Come on. And today we're gonna be talking about relationships in 2020. Hold on, let me say the title. Relationships in 2020 be like. So the first thing I want to talk about is, why do people date at 10 years old? When I was 10, I was kicking my football around, yeah, and hanging off monkey bars. And then I'd witness other 10-year-olds hanging off each other like coats on coat racks. No cap. And it was funny. 10-year-old relationships were so ridiculous. I just don't understand. You don't even have the hormones to be fancy nobody, fam. Like, you don't even have the testosterone to be fancy nobody, fam. You can't even get a... You know what I mean? So what are you on? Like, I don't even know, man. Back in my day, I say back in my day, like it's still my day, but like.
Back in my day, people were still doing it. But back in my day, I was being normal while some kids were like in relationships. But
You weren't even in a relationship, because then people don't even class it as a relationship. You know why? Because you didn't kiss, you barely even held hands. You just there like, I'm your boyfriend, I'm your girlfriend, we're a relationship. Woo! Anyway, relationships in 2020 are basically like children relationships sometimes. Please tell me if I'm wrong, but bare people that I know anyway, buy fishes and they kill their fish dies. They kill their fish dies. It just dies within a week or in a 2-week period. I don't know how they kill their fish. Like, they either didn't feed their fish or they threw their fish in the toilet too early, fam. I don't know what happened to their fish, fam. They just kill their fishes off so early. And that's how people go through their relationships. They just go killing off their relationships. My fish, I had my fish for, what, 3 years, you know? No cap. My fish was in that fish tank for 3 years. Never got another fish after that, because me and him were too close. You know what? Let's have a moment of silence for Hake. And yes, it is my name spelled backwards. Kaya Hake. That's why I called him that. Anyway, let's have a moment of silence for Hake. Okay, that's long enough. Most people's first relationships are 2 weeks. My first relationship was 2 whole years, fam. What you saying now? Some people's were 2 hours. You know what I mean? Like, I'm already winning. So I had a fish, and after 2 years or 3 years, it died. And then I had a relationship, and after 2 years, it died. Point is, some people in this generation, yeah, that people don't know how to handle relationships, and it concerns me. And that's why I think I want my children to be dating at like 18 years old, because I don't know what people are doing at my age. Like, I don't know what they do, man. They don't know how to do it, man. In fact, it's not even that. People older than that be doing stupid things, fam. They need slaps. 21-year-olds especially. It's the wildest years. God forbid I ever get there. Well, no, that's not a good thing. Why am I wishing... Am I like wishing death on myself? Wow. That took a dark turn. Let me explain to you how relationships work. When you're in a relationship, you deal with the relationship there. You don't go moving on to other people all the time, every single day of your life. It's weird. It's not good. It's really immoral, concerning, strange, disgusting. It's disgusting. That's the word that I'm using today. Disgusting. It is disgusting. And I don't like it. That people go from man to man to man to man, from gal to gal to gal to gal. Why you want so many body? Why you want so many body if you slap on? Woo! Relationships in 2020 are stupid. Because here's an example. The word toxic. That word is almost as bad as when people use the phrase, I love you every single day. I love you, I love you, I love you. Shut up. You don't love nobody. You don't know what love is. Go away. Go back to school and get your education about I love you. Go and love your homework. Instead of telling the teacher the dog ate it, go and do your homework about I love you. Shut up. You can tell I've gone through some trauma. Anyway. People use the word toxic too much. It's too much. Stop using toxic. Because more time your relationship wasn't toxic, fam. You're chatting, you're waffling. Like I waffle every video, but you're waffling. You're waffling. Toxic is something that is really bad. Yeah? Toxic in most cases kills you. Toxic is something that really damages somebody. In this case, it can be both emotionally and physically. So it damages you a lot, yeah? Okay then, we agree on that. If too many arguments are something that's considered toxic, then I'm concerned for you. I have concerns, and I think I'm gonna like diagnose you. So, I'd say you're suffering with too many arguments within a relationship archilaritis. The cure for that is, honey, I'd suggest you just don't get in a relationship again. You're not ready for it. You should never be in a relationship if that's the case. If too many arguments is too much for you, you need to like... I'll explain that in a minute. I'm not saying there aren't toxic people out there in the world, because there are. I know there are. This is what I'd consider toxic. I'd consider toxic if your husband was swinging you by your hair. You know, like Miss Trunchbull on Matilda, when she was swinging that little girl's hair around. Yeah, that was toxic. If your man was doing that to you, then I'd tell you to run out your house and never come back. Never run for your life. Run for your life. I mean, you should know that before you marry them as well. So if your boyfriend's doing that to you, because you shouldn't get married to someone that does that to you, please don't do that. But another toxic situation would be if your man controls every aspect of your life. You can't do that. You can't wear that. You can't go out with your friends. That is toxic. That right there is toxic to a max. You should not be letting your man do that to you. Or if your girl does that, you should not be letting your girl do that to you. It's toxic if you're getting abused. It's toxic if they are mentally, like, draining your energy. If they put you down every day. Yo, babe, you're bare ugly, you know. I'm what? Oh my God. Oh no, babe, please stop, man. You're ugly crying now. Now it's worse. That's toxic right there. That's toxic. It's not toxic if they call you beautiful every day, but then you had an argument about breakfast last night. But babe, you're the most beautiful girl in the world, you know. Oh really? You think so? Thanks. Thought you liked sausages. Well, you thought wrong, didn't you? I'm sick and tired of you telling me what I like and what I don't. You know what? This relationship is toxic. But babe, why are we even talking about breakfast at 10 p.m? That's not toxic, hon. Calm yourself. Calm down. People just be finding excuses, man. Especially girls. I'm not being like sexist. I'm just saying more time girls were saying coming out of relationships saying it was toxic. Because let's be honest, girls make dramas out of things. Everything's dramatic. Everything's big. Everything's... I'm saying that and I'm being the most dramatic person in the world. It's ridiculous. And we need to calm it now. We need to stop it now. We need to remove the toxic thing from our lives. Stop saying that toxic word. Unless you are actually in a toxic relationship, stop dragging down people's reputations, bringing them 6 feet under. Nobody will ever want to date them again if you start telling people they're toxic. Most times, yeah, when people are saying people are toxic, no, they're not toxic. They have a toxic trait. But that doesn't make them a toxic person. Let me explain to you. If they have traits or certain traits that appear toxic, yeah, like they're controlling in the sense that, okay then, just this one thing. Your girlfriend wants to go to the club tonight. Okay, babe. She wants to go in a top that's like shows a lot of cleavage, yeah? Some people are calm with that. Some people are not. And so the people that are not are like, nah, you can't wear that. That's toxic. That's a toxic situation. However, he's not toxic. He's just human. Because more time, loads of people don't want their girl to be out there like that. And sometimes it's not even because of the girl. More time it's because they don't trust the men out there staring at it. And men are territorial. Men are jealous. Men get jealous just like women get jealous. Because if men were out there with topless all the time, girls would be jealous of the man out there. But you wouldn't call her toxic. And you wouldn't call him toxic because they're not toxic. They're just thinking something that appears toxic, but they're not actually being toxic. They're just concerned or they're just jealous. That's a human trait. It's okay to be human. But people seem to overexpose the thing like, he's toxic because he doesn't want me to wear this. No, he just doesn't want you to wear that because he feels uncomfortable. That makes him feel uncomfortable. That is not toxic, hun. And it's not toxic if you had an argument. It's toxic if you have an argument on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I need to stop. Whoa. That's toxic. Because then I'm really concerned as to what could you argue about every day? What could you what?
Babe, I just want you to stop leaving your makeup everywhere, please.
Maybe I would if you stopped leaving your boxes on the floor.
Woman, I swear to God. Why have you left your damn car out in the driveway? How am I supposed to go?
I don't know, maybe you should walk. God knows you need the exercise.
Listen, hon, I'm sorry, but in the nicest way possible, you are absolutely terrible in bed.
Do you ever think that maybe you're the problem? I mean, you go around parading that tiny little thing. Maybe if you grew a few inches, you'd be lucky enough to pleasure a fly.
This food is terrible. You're a woman. You're supposed to be good in the kitchen.
And you're a man. You're supposed to be good at growing hair. Instead, you got pubic hairs on your face. The 3 little pigs wouldn't be very proud. Now, some people tried to say my relationship was toxic. My last relationship wasn't toxic because I had loads of arguments. Because some people tried to say that to me. I was like, no, we didn't have arguments every day. We had bare good times. We didn't have arguments every day. You like trying to chat crap, having arguments on Monday and then you don't have an argument till Friday and you had an argument the next week after that. That's normal. That's life. Because in a relationship, it's inevitable. Remember that word. It's inevitable to have arguments with someone. Why? Because you're with them every day. You text them every day. You're always with them, especially if you're always with them. It is inevitable to have arguments, okay? You can't be saying, this person's toxic because we have arguments about my dress size. You can't be sitting there saying, my ideal man is someone that never hurts me. You can't have a relationship that someone never hurts you. What, like, you're living in fairyland, fam. You're like a walking, talking rainbow. What do you mean, someone that never hurts you? Where do you think you're going to find that? Where? I'm looking. I don't have a clue. Scooby-Doo, can you help me? If you find someone that never hurt you in your entire life, God bless you. You are blessed. You're lucky. But no, not many people have that situation. It's very rare. People that love you, hurt you. That is life. Accept it. Instead of moving on to new people all the time and saying it was a toxic relationship. That's what people in 2020 be like. Disclaimer, it doesn't count if they cheated on you. If they cheated on you, people that love you don't cheat on you. I'm sorry, that's not true. So what you can do, you can go and smash up their car. I don't care if you throw out their clothes or burn their clothes. You can do whatever you want. I shouldn't be encouraging this, I should just shush. But anyway, guys, subscribe, leave a like, just thought I'd remind you. That's what they do. That's the things, these are the stupid things they say. And I can't cope with it. I just don't understand it. Everyone knows. If you don't know already, I'm a really vain person in the sense that I find myself very attractive. So I walk around saying I'm sexy and I go saying I'm perfect, yeah? I don't mean I'm perfect as a person because nobody is perfect. And that's what people need to understand. No one's perfect. So people aren't toxic, they're just human. And humans make mistakes. Humans do toxic things. I'm telling you right now, every single person has a toxic trait. No cap. Every single person has a toxic trait. There is no one in this world that doesn't have a toxic trait. Everyone has one. Okay, if they consist to use that toxic trait, that's just who they are. That doesn't make them toxic. But some people can deal with certain toxic traits and can't deal with other certain toxic traits. That doesn't mean that the other person was more toxic than this one. This one's just as toxic as that one, but you can deal with this toxic trait and you can't deal with the other one. That doesn't mean the other person was toxic. And that's just a fact. Everybody has a bad side to them. Everybody does something bad. And as a result, that means that's a toxic thing then, innit? Any bad thing is toxic, innit? Basically. In this generation, apparently that's what toxic means. So anything bad is toxic. So you're telling me everybody's perfect? No, people aren't perfect. I'm not perfect. I'll admit my toxic trait. I am moody as hell when I'm getting an argument. If I get an argument with you, if it's a friendship, if it's a relationship, if it's with the teacher, if it's with my mum, I don't care who you are, I am gonna go moody. Actually, it depends on the situation. Sometimes I have full on mood swings, man.
Mood swings. Shawty a little body, shawty a little body, shawty my little boo thing. Shawty got the face. Shawty be catching mood swings.
Stop it. Get some help.
Sorry. What's wrong with me? That's my toxic trait. I get moody. Some people's toxic trait is they get too angry. Some people's toxic trait is they tell you they love you, but they don't love you. Babe, I love you so much.
Well, I love you too.
Whoa, did I tell him I love him? Nah, I just like him. That's toxic trait. Some people's toxic trait is aggression. And some people's toxic trait is verbal aggression.
You motherfucking bitch.
Everybody has a toxic trait. Whether it's the littlest toxic trait in the world or the biggest toxic trait in the world, everyone's toxic. And if that's the case, then every relationship should be toxic then, yeah? No. That's not the case. It's only toxic if it's any of the situations I explained beforehand. And that's why you don't break up with your partner because you're in a toxic relationship. Because you had an argument about bloody cheese yesterday. Like, get a life. That's why people in the olden days, yeah, I'll be asking them, how long you been together with your wife? You know how long the time you tell me? 90 years. Yeah, from 10 years old. Oh, that kind of contradicts my point about dating at 10.
Stop it. Get some help.
You know, I've been with my wife for 80 years. Well, it would have been 80 years if she hadn't died last year. Moaning at me all those years for missing our anniversary. She misses this one. God.
How do you do it? You know how they do it? They do not go from their relationship and say, oh, this is terrible. She shouted at me last night. We're over. That's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. What? You haven't subscribed yet? I'm going to have to get the big guns out. 1 second.
You haven't subscribed? You better bumble-click subscribe.
They fix their relationship. That's what they do. And that's why they stay together. Instead of going, we broke up. I'm going to go and date Johnny now. Or I'm going to go and date Chantal now. Oh, everybody's happy now. Woo!
New relationship
And that cycle continues and continues and continues. And that's why society is the way it is today. I'm not part of it either. I disown the society. I'm my own person. I willingly accept anybody that wants to join me in my society, because I like those kind of people that understand my society. If you don't understand, then you should stay in the other society and remain there for the rest of eternity. Relationships in 2020 be like, you know, babe, I really like you.
You know what? I really like you too. And I want to be the man that you deserve.
Whoa, hold your horses. I didn't say anything about being in a relationship.
Yeah, but I thought you just said you liked me.
Oh, I like you, I really do. I just don't have the facilities and brain capacity for a long-term relationship. Sorry, 2020 relationships and that. But why are you telling me you like me then? This is another thing. In relationships in 2020 be like, don't get offended, I just don't understand it. When people say, oh, they were the right person, but it's the wrong time. 2020 relationships are like this. Right person, but wrong time. How? How? When's the right time, hon? Is the right time at Christmas? New Year's? Because only you must know when the right time is. What do you mean it's the wrong time? Some people's arguments may be, the wrong time because I'm going through a bad situation in their life. Okay. But that person's the right person, right? In which case, they'll be able to help you through these bad stages in life. If they weren't the right person, yeah, then that would make sense as to why they should go. But if they're the right person, then technically they should be able to help you through these stages in life. But no. This is the wrong time because I'm going through something. So me and you can't be together. Where's the logic in that? If they're the right person, they should stay then, right? If they're right for you, they're the right person, that means they're perfect for you. But it's the wrong time. No, it's not the wrong time, hon. Because what is wrong about the timing? What? Is the earth gonna, like, crumble and burn? Is that what's wrong with the timing? This is what gets me the most. If that was true, and that was fine, then we should be waiting for the right time, the true. So we're waiting. So for that time when you say, oh, I want you back now. It's the right time now. So it shouldn't be an issue. But what happens is they find someone new. So hold on, why are you finding someone new? Not immediately, don't get me wrong. Over time, they'll find someone new. But if that person was the right person, why are you finding someone new? If that was the right person, because clearly now is the right time for you to start dating again. So why have you left the person that was right for you to go for someone that's clearly you don't even know if he's right for you or not? That doesn't make sense. There's no logic in that, in any way, shape or form. People just say that. And you know why people say that? It's an excuse for breaking up with a person. You're the perfect person for me, but this is the wrong time. I don't want to be dating you at this time. I want to live my life till I'm 25. But if that's the case, then we're clearly not right for each other because you don't want me around until 5 years later. Or you just don't want me at all. You want to date someone else even though I'm the right person and this is the wrong time and all of it just doesn't make sense. Please tell me, does that make sense to you?
I'm sorry I'm breaking up with you. It's not the right time for me, you know? Okay, I'm over that stage of life. I'm ready to start dating again. Who should I date? The person that I told was the right person? No, let me go and find someone else because that makes total sense, right?
People like get over you and then they don't want you. That's the real truth. Not because it's the right person wrong. That doesn't exist. I don't agree with that. If anybody's going to comment and give me a reason, give me a good one. Give me explain to me. Give me a good one. Because I can't listen to no foolishness. I can't listen to doo-doo. Because doo-doo, I flushed the doo-doo down the toilet. I don't listen to that. I want to listen to something good. I actually want to hear something logical as to why the right person, wrong time would make sense. Because I'm not saying it's impossible. I'm just saying, based on how I'm thinking about it, that doesn't make sense to me. And I don't understand a good explanation, but I would like a good explanation for that. Right. And finally, last part about 2020 relationships. So 2020 relationships be like,
I love you so much. I love you so much. You know what? I don't think I love that person anymore. Yeah, I'm going to break up with him. I love you so much. I want to be with you forever. Whoa, you know what? Forget Cynthia. I want that. You're right, love. I think I'm in love with you.
Misconceptions of the word love. The whole idea of the fact that you love someone and the fact that people fall in love in a matter of months and days and maybe months, but days, no. Love at first sight doesn't exist, by the way. I'm sorry if you think it exists. It doesn't. You can't love someone if you don't know them. You can't love someone by looking at them, blood. That's lust at first sight. That's not love at first sight. Love at first sight. How? Unless you read someone's heart and you know them inside out, which is quite frankly impossible. And if it is possible, then please tell me how the frig you got those superpowers, because I want them. The point is, when you're in a relationship, people will say they love you.
Oh, God! No! God, please, no! 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 No!
And they don't love you. And that frustrates me. It frustrates me that there's so many heartbroken people out there in the world that have been told they're loved and they genuinely believe the person loved them, but the person didn't love them. I think I might have already said this before, but at the end of the day, if someone loves you, they don't leave you, and that's the end of it. End of story. Unless they were forced to leave you and they had a gun to their head and they're like, your wife's gonna die if you don't leave her.
Listen and you listen good. Your wife and your kids and you are gonna die if you don't leave her.
That's a different situation. Or they're doing it to protect you in some way. There is potential scenarios where they can be doing it for love. But in general, people that love you, they stay. You know what I mean? And they don't fall out of love with you. Because I've said before, you can't fall out of love. Because if that was true, how come it takes so long to fall in love, but then you can wake up one morning?
I don't love you no more.
That don't make sense. Think about it, that don't make sense. How can you tell me that you love them and then you wake up and you don't love them? It took you that long to love them, but then it takes you 2 days to stop loving them. That don't make no sense. That means you didn't love them. Because people that love people would do anything for someone they love.
Babe, I need you to kill this guy. He's been looking at me for months now. You want me to kill him for you, love? Consider it done.
Rest in peace, motherfucker.
Maybe not murder necessarily. I mean, personally, I would murder for someone I love, but not murder necessarily. I shouldn't say that. For legal reasons, I'm joking. The point is, the misconceptions of love in 2020. People fall in love because their boyfriend bought them chocolates and flowers on a first date. No. People fall in love with you because, well, you text her every morning. She's the first thing on your mind. People will fall in love with you because you went downstairs to make a drink and made sure you asked her for one when you went down.
You know what, babe? I was just going downstairs to make some food and get a pint. Do you want anything?
Oh yeah, dog, get me a cheesecake.
Alright then.
People will fall in love with you because you played with her hair without her asking, or they'll fall in love with you because you gave them a hug without them asking, or you bought them a present that came from the heart because you know them so well. People fall in love over a period of time because you've been with someone for so long and you understand them. They make you happy. That's what love is. However, that can also be mistaken for lust, and people make them get the two confused. But that's relationships in 2020 for you. They have no logic, they make no sense, and they never will and never have. And that's why I'm gonna stay single and marry myself. Yeah.
My nigga.
I'm joking, I can't do that. If I could, I would, you know. I'm not even joking. That's the end of my 2020 relationship rant. That's what 2020 relationships be like. So I just want to say thank you for watching. Please subscribe, leave a like, click the bell, add me on Snapchat, follow me on Instagram, follow me on TikTok, do it all. And for now, just know that 2020 relationships, they're ridiculous, so just stay out of them. Please come back for another video. Be very well appreciated. So guys, my G's, Kibbo. Haven't done this in a while, man. Kibbo. Ow.
Life is what you make it. My shit been amazing. I can't see a way out. I've been stacking face down off canvases I painted. I just spent the rain day on shit I can't afford, but that's the